Indians will be represented by number 3, Dalton Rodriguez. Number 25, Kevin Crowther. Number 13, Calder Larson. And 23, Dalton Crawford, I believe. Thunderbirds are going to be represented by number 3, Kyle Byringer. Number 22, Tyler Reynolds. Number 4, Jacob Mortensen.
Am I live?
23, Mitchell Stagger.
Whenever you want to go, let me know.
Whenever you're ready whenever you're ready.
Okay, ready?
Hello and welcome, sports fans, to beautiful Mosca, Colorado, home of the Sangre De Cristo Thunderbirds. I'm Adam Sparandio, and I am going to be bringing you play-by-play for today's matchup between the Sangre De Cristo Thunderbirds and the Sanford Indians. Sangre will be wearing the black home jerseys, black with blue trim. Sanford in the white and green uniform. Sangre comes in with a overall record of 3-3, 1-2 in the SPL. Sanford with a 4-2 record and a 2-1 record in the SPL. This is a very crucial game as Sanford wins tonight, or this afternoon. It all comes down to Sargent winning tonight against Antonito to determine the champion of the Southern Peaks League. If Sanford wins tonight and Sargent loses, then that sets up a matchup next week for the Southern Peaks League Championship between Sargent and Sanford for the very last game of the season. Sangre De Cristo is coached by Buddy Anderson, assistant coach by Nick Pryor. Sanford's head coach is Rhett Larson, assistant coach is Jay Gartrell and Casey Galden. Sanford won the toss and elected to receive. The Indians will be going from left to right on your computer and or TV screen. Doing the kickoff duties for the Thunderbirds is number 8, Troy Fritz. He's a sophomore. And back to receive for the Indians is number 13, Calder Larson. And middle flank, I believe that is number 5, Dustin Fawcett. And Fritz set to kick off. Deep kick taken by Larson. Or, excuse me, Larson. He's going to bring the ball up to right around the 35-yard line, 36-yard line, where the Sanford offense will take the field.
Up to about the 36-yard line. Indians will start their offense from there.
First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Dustin Fawcett comes up under center, I formation, very tight up on the line of scrimmage. Fawcett takes the snap, and he's going to hand it right up to the up back Larson, and Larson's going to dig forward for about 3 yards on the play. We'll say 4. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. For the Sanford Indians. Fawcett under center, I formation. Tight bunch at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to have a whistle and a bunch of flags thrown on the play. I think every single referee saw that false start. And that'll move the ball back 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 11. Sangre De Cristo running a 4-man defensive line front. 2 linebackers, 2 safeties. Playing 1-man deep at all times. And we're going to have a single wing formation as number 3, Dalton Rodriguez goes in motion. They're going to hand off to Larson, and Larson's not going to get anywhere. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. The Sangre defense was all over that run. And they're going to say he got a gain of about a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 on the play.
We're going to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Also, say a generous 8. And Fawcett back under center. Split wing formation. Crowther in motion. Fawcett going to drop back to pass, being pressured by the Sangre defense. And he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That's number 64, Kyle Friel. He's a freshman, big freshman.
Looks like
Kyle Friel. And he's going to get number 5, Dustin Fawcett, for a big-time loss. It's going to bring up 4th and about 13. And that'll bring up number 13, Calder Larson, to punt. And back to return for the Thunderbirds, I believe, is number 22, Tyler Reynolds. The punt gets only about 5 net yards. We'll say about a 20-yard punt. And Sangre will take possession right at a 47-yard line. Kyle Byrigger, the quarterback for the Thunderbirds, comes up under center. Run a little pistol formation. And Byrigger going to take the direct snap, and he's going to rush forward for about a gain of 4 on the play. Make it 5.
Quarterback keeper up to the left side. Gain of about 5, possibly 6. Brings up 2nd and a long 4.
And that'll bring up 2nd and a long 4. More like 5. For Byrigger, as he comes up under center. Strong to the left side, and he's going to take the snap and run forward again as Byrigger just kind of moving the ball up to the middle of the field. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. For Byrigger and this Thunderbird offense. 4-man front by the Sanford Indians. 3 linebackers, 1 deep back. Byrigger under center, T formation. Going to hand off now to Stagner, and Stagner not going to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hand off to number 23, Mitchell Stagner.
And that'll bring up 4th and long for the Thunderbirds. Both teams going 3 and out on their first possession. Back to receive is Jacob Mortensen for the punt. And it looks like the Thunderbirds are going to go for it. I formation, Byrigger under center, Stagner the deep back. And he's going to pitch it off to Stagner, and Stagner's going to lose another yard on the play. And it'll be a turnover on downs for the Thunderbirds.
It'll be Indian ball.
Sanford take over at about the 45.5-yard line, we'll say. No change in field position for either team, really, as both teams have got the ball right around the 40 to 50-yard line. Fawcett going to go under center. Wing T formation for the Indians. As Fawcett calls out the cadence at the line, he's going to take the snap and pitch it off to number 3, Dalton Rodriguez, and that was sniffed out by the Sangre defense. Loss of 2 on the play. Mortensen and Stagner in on the tackle. And it'll be 2nd and a long 11. Fawcett under center, I formation for the Indians, 2nd and 11. And he's going to take the handoff and go right up the middle to the 3-back, number 25, Kevin Crowther. And Crowther is not going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a half a yard, we'll say. And it'll still bring up 3rd down and 11. Sangre defense pretty big up on the front lines. Kyle Friel, number 64, he's a freshman. Biggest kid on the Sangre team. As the Indians now going to go shotgun formation. Twins to the far side. Fawcett with the snap. And he's going to roll out to the far side and get taken down.
Great job by the defense. Gets him flushed out of the pocket and over to the left-hand side.
Fourth and
Pushes out of bounds.
4th and 10 for the Indians as Fawcett doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say he lost 1 on the play.
Thunderbirds will go at about the 44-yard line.
And that'll send back Larson to punt.
Sorry, it is 4th down.
And Tyler Reynolds back to receive for the Thunderbirds. Larson takes the snap. Better punt than last time. It'll take a Sangre bounce. And go out of bounds right about the 41-yard line where the Thunderbirds will take offense.
41-yard line where the Thunderbird offense will take over.
2 straight 3-and-outs for the Sanford Indians. See if Sangre can get anything going. 7:10 left in the first quarter. Still have a 0-0 ball game. I'd like to take a minute right now to thank a couple of our sponsors. San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Do all your banking in the San Luis Valley with San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Byrigger going to go up under center, pistol formation. He's going to drop back and airmail.
Pass incomplete downfield.
Number 4, Jacob Morrison on the far side. Morrison had a step on the defender. Byrigger just couldn't get it into him. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Thunderbirds. Coach Anderson going to the pass early in the ball game. As the Thunderbirds going to go right back to the pistol formation. Single wing, we'll call it. Byrigger going to take the direct snap, run up the left side, and plow his way forward for about 4 yards.
Gets up the middle, gain of about 4 yards. Brings up 3rd.
That'll bring up 3rd and about 6 to go. Thunderbirds need to get to just past the 50-yard line for a first down. We'll call it the 50 and a half. Byrigger back in that little single wing formation. He's going to drop back, take the pass. Swing pass looking to Stagner. It'll go incomplete.
Screen pass on the right side, incomplete. Intended for number 23.
And it'll bring up 4th and 6.
Bring up 4th and 6.
Coach Anderson went for it on 4th down last series. Let's see if he goes for it again. Dalton Rodriguez back to receive the punt. And it looks like Troy Fritz will kick it away. And it's a high end-over-end punt. Taken by Rodriguez about the 20. He's going to stutter step. Now he's at the 30, 35, 40. And he'll come right out to about the 40-yard line before he gets taken down. Nick Chandler in on the tackle.
By number 3, Dalton Rodriguez.
And it looks like the Indians will take the ball right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 6:12 left in the first quarter. Neither team doing much offensively. Fawcett in the shotgun. Single wing formation. He's going to take the direct snap and run to the left side. Get the corner, and Fawcett's gone. He'll be finally taken down
Kyle Byrigger
at about the 31-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play.
against the offense. We're gonna bring
Back at the original line of scrimmage, we're going to get a holding, and the play will be voided out. Loss of 10. And that'll bring up a 1st and 20. Nice play by Fawcett to get to the outside. Sangre defense not crashing on the edges. And that could have been how Fawcett broke loose, was that hold on the outside corner. Kyle Friel, the big 6.5-foot tall freshman, anchoring down one corner of the defensive line. Troy Fritz anchoring down the other. And we're going to have a whistle and a flag on the play again. False start on the offense. That'll knock them back another 5 yards. Bring up 1st and 25 now.
5 yards. Give us 25 yards to go.
Sanford coming into today's ball game with a 4-2 record, 2-1 overall. Lost to Levita in their only season loss, or their only league loss, excuse me. That was a 14-13 ball game. Last week defeated Antonito 30-12. And Larson's going to
bring up 2nd and probably 3 yards to go.
Catch the pass. About 23-yard gain. And it'll bring up 2nd and about 4. We'll say 3.5. Fawcett under center. I formation for the Indians. Takes the snap, hands right off to the up back.
And off up the middle.
And
by several Indian
Crowther
by several Thunderbirds.
will get stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Couple Thunderbirds in on the tackle. We'll credit the whole defensive line for that tackle. Stagner was in on it. And let's see the other number. Number 4, Jacob Mortensen, also in on the tackle. I formation for the Indians. 3rd and 4. As Fawcett drops back to pass. He's got Rodriguez on the near side at about the 34-yard line. We'll give him a gain of about 20 on the play, 25 maybe. And that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Indians, now in Sangre De Cristo territory. Fawcett under center, I formation. And option by the Indians, and it'll be sniffed out right away by the Thunderbird defense. Victor Enriquez on the tackle. And it'll be a loss of 3 on the play. Say a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Thunderbird defense doing a good job sniffing out the run up the middle. 2 big pass plays have been all that the Indians could muster up as of late. As we go twins to the far side. Fawcett takes a snap. He drops back, being rushed out to the right side, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense flushes the quarterback out of the pocket across the left side where he's taken out of bounds and hit by the
and in on that play was Mortensen and Reynolds.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd and a long 14 to go for the Indians.
14.
Ball at the 39-yard line. Sanford needs to get to about the 24 for a 1st down. Twins to the near side. Fawcett in shotgun. He drops back, 7-step drop. Looks across the middle, throws a wobbling pass. And it'll be incomplete, intended for Larson. And that'll bring up 4th and 14 for the Indians. Still neither team able to reach pay dirt and get on the board. Fawcett lining up under center. It'll be Larson to punt. High end over end punt. And it looks like it'll go out of bounds at about
And
the
ball out of
20-yard line.
At about the 21, 22, 23-yard line.
23-yard line, they'll call it. 3:55 left in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Sangre starting with the worst field position they've had all day. It's a cold, windy one outside, folks. Byrigger under center, I formation for the Thunderbirds. Pitch to the left, to the far side, Stagner. He's got the corner, makes one miss, and gets out to about the 38, 39-yard line. Gain of 13 on the play. And that'll be a Sangre first down. Had a chance to watch the Thunderbirds a couple weeks ago as they took on Antonito for their homecoming and saw Mitch Stagner run the ball a couple of times. The kid has some speed. He scored 4 touchdowns that game. As Byrigger comes up under center I formation. Pitch now to the near side. Stagner makes 1, 2, 3 miss. And he's going to barrel forward for about 9 yards on the play.
7, maybe 8. Bring up 2nd and 2.
And we'll say 2nd and a short 2. And we're going to have a timeout on the field. Timeout Sanford. As we look to the calendar for some other Adams State Grizzly video productions being brought to you on Chassa.tv and ColoradoPreps.tv. Tuesday, October 16th, we will be in Alamosa as the Alamosa Mean Moose take on the Sargent Farmers in volleyball. That game scheduled to go on about 6 o'clock p.m. And then Saturday, October 20th, 1 p.m. kickoff, Dolores Centauri. Our friend Ryan Egan will be bringing you that game live. Then looking forward, October 23rd, 6 o'clock p.m., we will be in Monte Vista again as Alamosa takes on Monte Vista in a key IML clash. And then Friday, October 26th, 7 p.m. at center, Del Norte taking on the Vikings in a key Southern Peaks League game. 2nd and 1 to go for the Thunderbirds. Byrigger under center, I formation. Stagner, the 4-back, he's going to hand off to Mortensen up the middle. And Jacob Mortensen will plow forward for about 2 yards, just enough for the first down. And the referees are going to call it for a measurement.
Referee's timeout.
Looks like he got the first down from here. We'll wait and see. While we're waiting on the first down decision, let me take a chance to thank some of our sponsors again. Vero Wireless. San Luis Valley now has 4G with Vero Wireless. San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Do all your banking with San Luis Valley Federal Bank. This broadcast is being brought to you by Adams State University Grizzly Video Productions in conjunction with ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv. 3rd and short. Maybe 2 chain links distance. And Byrigger under center. Strong side. And he'll take the snap and just barrel forward for about 2 yards. And that'll be just enough for the first down. With about 2:50 left in the first quarter. Sangre will have the ball right at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds.
1st and 10.
Ball right on the 50-yard line.
Byrigger under center, pitch to the right side, Stagner, and Stagner make one miss, and he's gone. Kiss him goodbye. Mitch Stagner hit pay dirt for the first touchdown of the game from the 50-yard line, and once he made that one miss, there was nobody in front of him. Number 3, Dalton Rodriguez playing safety back there, and Mitch Stagner, once Rodriguez started backpedaling, he lost his footing and hit the ground, and Stagner hit and pay dirt quick. 50-yard gain. Byrigger under center now. Empty backfield. He drops back, looking right across the middle, and his pass will be picked off.
Point after attempt is no good. Brings the score 6-0.
Miles Calden with the pickoff in the end zone. So it'll be 6-0 the score. Sangre striking first. The 50-yard run by Mitch Stagner. Fritz back to kick for the Thunderbirds. Larson to receive at about the 10-yard line. And it's a deep end-over-end kick, and it'll go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Indians will take over at their 20.
And that will put the ball at the 20-yard line, where the Indians trail by 6. Fawcett under center. Wing T formation. Rodriguez in motion. Pitch Rodriguez. He's got the far side corner. Makes one or two miss, and then brought down by about 3 or 4 Thunderbirds.
Pick up of about 5 yards.
5-yard gain on the play.
2nd and 5.
Reynolds and Enriquez in on the tackle for the Thunderbirds. Wing T formation. Larson in motion. Option by the Indians. We got a fumble on the play, it looks like. And let's see who recovered it. Got a little fight for the ball, and it'll be Sangre ball. Good job by the Thunderbird defense.
Looks like that was recovered by number 8, Troy Fritz.
Troy Fritz in on the recovery. It'll be 1st and 10. From the 20-yard line. Sangre in excellent field position. Byrigger under center. Mortensen at the 3-back. Stagner the 4. Byrigger pitch to Stagner. And he's going to be brought down by Crawford after he picks up 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. 2nd down and a long 7, we'll call it. Byrigger, I formation. Pitch back to Stagner on the left side. Makes 1 miss, makes 2. And he's going to barrel forward for 2, maybe 3 yards.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
Third down, and we'll call it 4.
Four.
For the Thunderbirds, as Byriger will come up under center. T formation now for the Thunderbirds. And he's going to hand off right up the middle to Mortensen. And Jacob Mortensen's going to barrel forward.
Jacob Mortensen.
For enough for a first down. Give him a 5-yard gain on the carry. And that'll be first and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. Sangre looking to strike twice. Jump up early by 2 possessions. Keys, the Southern Peaks League game. Byriger taking the snap, running straight forward. And let's see where the refs put him. Where I'm standing, it looks like he might have got the touchdown. And the ref is going to mark him just short. Line judge has him put at about the 1-foot line, as we're going to get another timeout on the field. And I believe that'll be the end of the first quarter. Yes, sir. End of the first quarter here at Sangre, where the Thunderbirds with an early 6-0 lead. As we go into the second, Sangre will have the ball second and goal, from the 1-foot line. Second and goal. Byriger under center. And he's just going to take the snap and run straight forward for a Sangre touchdown. And with 11:57 left in the first half, pending the PAT, Sangre up 12-0. And the war bell is being rang. Byriger under center, I formation. Take the snap, pitch back out to Stagner, and he's just going to rumble, bumble, stumble forward. And it'll be a 14-0 lead. Sangre De Cristo looking really good early on.
Brings our score 14-0, Thunderbird lead.
As gotta wonder right now what Coach Larson is getting his guys over on the far sideline geared up for. Sanford, number 2 team in the SPL. Coming in with a league record of 2-1. That one loss coming to La Vita, in La Vita on September 27th. Sanford fell by 1 point, 14-13. But everybody chasing after Sargent. Sargent 3-0 in the SPL, 4-2 in the league. And Sangre, with a win, could get behind one game with one left.
Ball recovered by the Indians at the 45-yard line.
Onside kick tried by the Thunderbirds, be recovered by the Indians at the 45. And that's where Dustin Fawcett will come up under center and do his work. I formation for the Indians. Fawcett taking the snap. Now handing off to the 3-back.
And off to number 3.
Number 3, Dalton Rodriguez.
Gets about 2 foot of gain.
And they'll give him maybe a 1-yard gain. And that'll bring up a second and a very long 9. Sanford not able to get anything going early on in this ball game. High formation. Fawcett under center. Hand off to the fullback. Still running right up the middle. Miles Calden, the carrier.
Number 6, Miles Calden for the Indians.
Troy Fritz in on the tackle for the Thunderbirds. 3rd and 6 from the 50-yard line. Sanford trailing by 2 possessions. There you go. Trips on the far side, or Twins on the far side. Fawcett drops back. Looks to the far side, and the pass intended for Rodriguez goes through his hands. And it'll be 4th and 6 from the 50-yard line. Larson back to punt. Reynolds to receive. High end over end kick. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line, we'll say.
Now there's about the 22-yard line where the Thunderbirds will take over.
First and 10 for the Thunderbirds. Leading 14-0. Byrigger under center, I formation. Byrigger takes a snap, now pitch back to Stagner. Stagner hitting the corner, makes 1 miss, 2. And he's going to get up to about the 24, maybe 25-yard line.
Stagner gets across the left side for gains of about 3 yards, possibly 4. We're going to bring up 2nd and 6.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 6. I formation. Byrigger will take the snap and just lunge forward for about 3 yards on the gain.
Quarterback keeper up the middle. Brings up 3rd down. Short gain on the play.
And we'll say 2 yards.
Gain of maybe 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
3rd.
3.
And a long 3 for the Thunderbirds. Ball on the 29-yard line. Byrigger will line up under center. 4-man front for the Indians. And it looks like he's going to give them to go off sides.
Encroachment on the defense.
Hard count for the Thunderbirds. Move the ball forward 5 yards. That'll give them a 1st down. And that'll make the new line of scrimmage
Thunderbird, 1st and 10 at about the
34-yard line. Stagner, the deep back. Byrigger under center. He's going to take the snap, pitch to the left side. Stagner looks back and tries to cut up field, and he's going to get about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Going to be 2nd and 7.
We'll say 3, 2nd and 7. Sangre right now controlling the clock and playing their tempo. Byrigger under center. He'll take the snap, pitch back to Stagner. Stagner makes one miss, and he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. And maybe lose about 2, possibly 3 yards. I'll bring up 3rd and 7 with the ball at about the 38-yard line. And looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. Thunderbird timeout. Leading by 14. 7:45 left in the first half. I'd like to take a quick minute to thank our sponsors once again. San Luis Valley Federal Bank, Viera Wireless 4G. And let you know that this broadcast is being brought to you by Adams State University Grizzly Media in part with ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv. This is a key game in the Southern Peaks League. A win by Sangre De Cristo will all but knock Sanford out of the league title contention and make it a must-win situation for the Thunderbirds next week. Byrigger under center. Pistol formation, taking the direct snap. And he'll rush forward for about 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Fourth and about a long 3 and a short 4.
Well, I'll say about 4. And it looks like Sangre will go for it. Byrigger in the pistol formation. Man wide on each side. Byrigger will take the snap, run the option, pitch back to Stagner. And there's a flag on the play. And
we've got enough yards, looks like, for the first down, but we've got a flag on the play. We'll see what comes out.
As it stands, the play was enough for a first down, depending what the referee calls. And it looks like it'll be a face mask. 5-yard face mask. And that'll be added on to the end of the Stagner run. Nice little option run there by the Thunderbirds. That'll put the ball at about the 47-yard line. Sangre back under the I formation. Mortensen and Stagner in the backfield. Handoff Mortensen, and he's going to barrel forward to about the 50-yard line. We'll give him a 3-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Mortensen take the snap, now pitch back Stagner. Stagner hitting the left side real hard. And he's going to push forward for about 2. That'll bring about 3rd and 5. Make it a long 5. Closer to 6. And the wind is blowing hard here. Byrigger under center. Pitch back Stagner. Looking to pass. And Stagner's going to be brought down in the backfield. Miles called in. in on the tackle, and the Indian defense had that sniffed out right away.
Bring up 4th down and 13.
4th and long. 4th and 13 for the Thunderbirds. Rodriguez back to receive the punt. Fritz to do the kicking. Sanford sending a little bit of pressure, and Fritz's kick will be drugged by the wind.
The kick is down.
And
pick up at about the 46-yard line.
About a 15-yard punt, 1 net yard. And Sanford will get the ball with some excellent field position
1st and 10.
at about the 42-yard line. Indians looking to get any kind of momentum going. 5 minutes left in the first half. Split wing formation for the Indians. Fawcett under center. Going to pitch back to Crowther. And Crowther is going to get to the line of scrimmage
Thunderbirds in on the stop.
and be
45
stuffed.
The Indians gets back to just a short gain, possibly right to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe a 1-yard gain. They're going to say 2nd and 10. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. This Thunderbird defense doing an excellent job on the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Fawcett back to pass. He's got Larson across the middle. And it'll be complete for about 5 yards on the play.
Good stop by number 22, Tyler Reynolds.
Tyler Reynolds in on the tackle. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Shotgun formation, twins to the far side for Fawcett. 3rd and 5. Fawcett takes the snap, drops back, being flushed around the pocket. He's going to pass for Larson, and excellent defense by Victor Enriquez.
Coverage by number 21, Victor Enriquez.
And that'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Indians.
And also number 2, Corey Cooley in the
Corey Cooley also in on the breakup.
brings up 4th and 5 for the Indians.
And Fawcett will bring the offense up to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation, twins to the right side. Fawcett will drop back. 1-man rush, and he's got a strike
Downfield to number 3, Dalton Rodriguez.
to Dalton Rodriguez. And that'll be good enough for a first down. Gain of 12 on the play. And credit Fawcett for taking the hit, sticking in the pocket, and throwing a bullet to Rodriguez. Now as we're going to have twins to the near side. Fawcett still in shotgun. Drop back, 7-step drop. He's got Larson. He's going to make 1 miss, maybe 2. And
13, Calder Larson.
looks like the Indians might be moving.
For the Thunderbirds in on the stop, Tyler Reynolds and number 21, Victor Enriquez in there as well.
Gain of about 9 on the play. 3:12 left in the first half. 2nd and short. Don't be surprised if Sanford tries to take a shot downfield. 2nd and short. Fawcett drop back. Looking. He's going to go way downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Nobody around that pass. I think Fawcett was just trying to avoid the sack and throw the ball away. 3rd and short for the Indians.
3rd down short.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Sanford trailing by 2 touchdowns. And Fawcett will come up under center. Single back. Fawcett will take the snap and rush forward just enough for the first down. They're going to give him gain of 4 on the play.
Gonna have a first down.
And that was just enough to keep the chains going.
Number 4 and number 23 for the Thunderbirds in on the stop. First and 10.
That'll make it first and 10 now for Sanford. Fawcett in the shotgun, drops back, being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to put it down and run. And Fawcett, 5, touchdown, Sanford. And if this was touch football, he would not have been down. Completely unscathed down this left sideline. And that's going to cut the game to a 1 possession. 50-yard gain by Fawcett on the carry. Sangre defense sending in 5 rushers. Blitz right up the middle. And good job by Fawcett to see it. Rodriguez lined up to the far side. Fawcett under center. He's going to drop back. Looking to pass. And he'll hit Larson over the top of a Sangre defender. Looks like Corey Cooley,
We'll see what that brings out.
the defender. Flag on the play. And it looks like it'll be on Sanford.
Little conference. We'll get it figured out what we've got. Looks like the holding against the defense.
Holding on the defense.
Point after tip is good.
Point after attempt was good.
8-14.
And that'll make it 14-8 the score here in the second quarter.
I also want to remind you that Colorado Preps TV is covering the game today, so you can log in and watch it from home. The reason you didn't do that is because it's a beautiful day to be in the stadium.
2:23 left in the first half. Sanford finally getting on the board.
And the Indians will line up to kick it off.
Crowler to kick. And that'll be Fritz back to receive. High and overhand kick. That'll be taken short by one of the upbacks.
Ball recovered by, looks like, number 22.
Looked like that was 22, Tyler Reynolds. And the Thunderbirds will have excellent field position at about the 37.5-yard line. Ahead by 1 touchdown. 2:21 left in the first half. 14-8 the score. Byrigger under center. Taking the snap, going to hand off to Stagner. Stagner going to try to get the corner, no go. And he'll get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Larson in on the tackle. Larson and number 54, Clayton Peterson. I formation for the Thunderbirds. Stagner with the pitch. He's got the corner and will be taken down by
Hand off again to number 23.
a handful of Indians.
Across the right side. Picked up a couple of good blocks.
Fawcett, Rodriguez in on the tackle.
Third down and 4.
Also Kyler Jackson. 3rd and 4 for the Indians, and it looks like we're going to take a quick timeout on the field. Look and see the scoring summary for both teams real quick. Got a 50-yard. It started off in the first quarter with a 50-yard run by Mitch Stagner. 2:21 left in the first. PAT was no good. That made the score 6-0. Then later on in the second, just at the start of the second quarter, 12:57 or 11:57 left in the second quarter, was a 1-yard run by Byrigger. The PAT was good, made the score 14-0. Then just about 5 seconds ago, well, closer to about a minute ago, 2:31 left in the first half, 50-yard run by Dustin Fawcett cut the game to within one possession, and that's where we stand right now. Score is 14-8. Sangre ahead.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 for the Thunderbirds. Byrigger under center. I formation in the backfield. Botch snap, and Byrigger going to just drop on the fumble.
Recovered by Kyle Byrigger.
And it'll be 4th and 4. And if I'm Coach Anderson, I'm looking to punt right now.
Timeout for the
Let's see if I could pin Sanford back into some negative territory. Minute 22 left in the first half. Sangre will receive the ball to start the second half. Looking ahead to the schedule. Other games here in the Valley you could catch on coloradopreps.tv. Tuesday, October 16th, volleyball, Sargent at Alamosa. That game scheduled to take off at about 6 o'clock p.m. And looks like Sangre will go for it. Stagner in motion. Byrigger under center in the shotgun. Fake to Stagner. Byrigger running right up the middle. A little wildcat formation. And that was a no-go. Good job by the Sanford defense. And the Indians will take over in the inside Sangre territory. 46-yard line. Twins formation for the Indians. Fawcett in the shotgun. He'll drop back. Looking deep. He's got Larson deep. And just overthrows him.
Intended for number 13, Calder Larson.
And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sangre defense lucky that pass was long, because Larson, if he'd have caught that, it'd have been 6 points. Second and 10 for the Indians. Minute 11 left in the first half. Fawcett in shotgun. Twins formation on the far side. Fawcett drops back. Looking to the sidelines. Had Larson. No go. And it was an incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Fawcett looking to the near sideline. He's got Calden, and Calden's going to be gone for the touchdown.
Number 6 for the Indians. Down the field, touchdown.
And just like that, Sanford, 2 unanswered touchdowns. Right back into the game. "45-yard hookup. Larson to Calden. And we're going to go twins to the right side. Larson under shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back, look into the corner, and we're going to have a defensive pass interference.
Point after is no good, but we've got a flag on the play.
Kyle Byrigger, the culprit.
Interference.
And we'll play that down again.
Attempted again.
So we'll try the PAT now from the 1-yard line. Twins to the right. Larson in shotgun. Taking the snap, and Larson's going to walk into the end zone. 14-14 the score. 55 seconds left in the first half.
Brings the score 16-14.
Excuse me, 16-14.
55 seconds left in the second quarter.
With 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Sangre doing everything right up until the last 2 possessions. And then out of nowhere, Sanford, 2 unanswered touchdowns. Could possibly give them the lead going into halftime when all the momentum was going the Thunderbirds' way. Larson, Crowder to kick. And he's going to squib it down the line. Be taken by Stagner. And Stagner's going to bring it up to about the 35-yard line. We'll say 40-yard line. 42-yard line. Where the Thunderbirds will take it 1st and 10.
Where they'll take over 1st and 10. 48 seconds.
48 seconds left in the first half. Shotgun formation, twins to the right. Byrigger drop back, looking to pass, and he'll be flushed out of the pocket and sacked by Kyler Jackson. In the backfield, they're going to give him a loss
Get the sack, a loss
of about
8 or 9, maybe 10 yards.
10 yards on the play, so I'll bring up 2nd and 20. Sanford right now riding the big momentum wave. 2 unanswered touchdowns and a big defensive play right off the bat. Byrigger under center, I formation. Byrigger will drop back, looking, and go deep. Pass going to be picked off by Fawcett, and Fawcett will bring it back to about the 20-yard line as time runs out in the first half. 16-14 the score. Sanford scoring 2 touchdowns late to take the lead by 2 going into halftime. And we'll take a look at the scoring summaries real quick. It started off first, Sangre striking first blood, 2:21 left in the first quarter. 50-yard run by Mitch Stagner. That put the score at 6-0 because the extra point was no good. Then with about 3 seconds off the clock in the second quarter, 1 yard run by Byringer. PAT was good. That made the score 14-0. Sangre was jumping up ahead. And then all of a sudden, late in the the second quarter, 50-yard run by Dustin Fawcett. 2:31 left in the first half. That put the score 14-8. Sanford crawling back into it. Then with 55 seconds left in the first half, a 45-yard pass from Fawcett to Calden. PAT was good. That made the score 16-14 where we sit right now at halftime. Looking ahead in the schedule, Tuesday, October 16th, volleyball. Sargent Farmers will take on Alamosa Mean Moose. That game is scheduled to go on at about 6 o'clock p.m. Saturday, October 20th, 1 o'clock, Dolores will take on Centauri. That is a football game. Kickoff once again scheduled at 1 p.m. Tuesday, October 23rd, volleyball. Alamosa at Monty. That game is a key SPL game as Alamosa right now looking to gain control of the SPL, or the IML, IML League. And Friday, October 26th, Del Norte taking on Center at Center. Kickoff for that game is scheduled to be at about 7 o'clock. Like to thank our sponsors real quick. San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Do all your banking with San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Viero Wireless. San Luis Valley now has 4G thanks to Viero Wireless. Pick out one of their smartphones and receive free hotspot internet from your cell phone. Would also like to let you guys know that this game is being broadcasted by Adams State University Grizzly Video, in part but with ColoradoPreps.tv and Chassa.tv. 16-14 to score as we got about 12 minutes left at halftime. We're going to take a 10-minute break and let you guys enjoy the beautiful mountain view of the snow-capped Mount Blanca. So enjoy, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. 16-14 the score as we go back. You're ready to go back into play. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I am Adam Sparandio, and this is Sangre De Cristo Thunderbirds versus Sanford Indians. We are just getting ready to start the second quarter. The wind has moved in. And for the rest of the game,
vehicles around the track, if you would please make sure
I believe
you have all lights turned off. For all fairness of all competitors,
that
please keep your lights turned off.
this weather will possibly play a huge role in determining the outcome of this game. Right now the wind is blowing from the southwest, and it's moving pretty quick. Sangre will receive the kickoff. Thunderbirds started the game with all the momentum, jumping up early, 14-0. And in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half, Sanford finally started making some noise as they not only got back on the board, but took the lead. And this is where we stand now, 16-14. Crowler to do the kickoff. And
Just a
Troy
reminder, please
Fritz
keep all lights on the vehicles turned
back
off.
to
All
receive.
headlights off, please.
And here we go. Crowler's kick is on the ground and will go out of bounds. Illegal procedure will be the call. And the Thunderbirds will take it at about the 30.
Kickoff down the field out of bounds.
6-yard line.
Will be placed. Again, please turn all vehicle lights off.
First and 10 from the 36. Rain is starting to come down in sheets. And it looks like we're going to do a re-kick. Coach Anderson said, hey, I want a re-kick instead.
Got a flag on the play because the ball out of bounds. Looks like they're going to re-kick it.
So we'll do a re-kick and Crowder will set it up. And this end over end taken by the wind. And it will be recovered
hit flag coming in.
by number 22,
We'll have a penalty and move it up the field a little farther.
Tyler Reynolds.
Personal
Wind
foul against the Indians.
and weather making its presence known right now. Got a water leak in the broadcast booth here. Personal foul.
Thunderbirds at the 46-yard line.
Was the call by the Indians, so it'll be first down Thunderbirds at the 46-yard line. Byrigger under center. Takes a snap, pitches back to Stagner, and Stagner will push up for about 2 yards. And the wind is here. It is pouring rain. Byrigger under center. He'll take the snap. Pitch back Stagner. And Stagner will get back up to the line of scrimmage.
Handoff, but he got into Mitchell Stagner's hand, gets up above the line of scrimmage, passes just by about a foot. Going to bring up third down.
Third down and about 8 yards to go. .55 left in the third quarter. Byrigger under center, I formation for the Thunderbirds. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass, and the screen pass to Stagner, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 7. See if the Thunderbirds will drop back to punt or possibly go for it. And I believe they are going to kick it away. Rodriguez back to receive. Snap is botched, and it'll be recovered by Sanford.
And the ball fumbled on the field.
And this is the first.
On downs to the Indians. Indians will take over at about the 40.
Actual turnover in the game, not counting turnover on downs. Well, excuse me, second turnover. There was the interception at the very end of the first half. Either way, Sanford will take the ball. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line.
Again, I want to announce to all the vehicles, please keep your headlights turned off. All headlights off,
The
please.
weather definitely playing a factor early on in the second half as the wind and the rain moved in and made its presence known. So that'll bring Fawcett up to the line. He's going to go under center, handoff back to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez will hit the right side hard.
Across the right side for a gain of about 4.
And he'll get a gain of about 4.
2nd and 6.
Slippery ball on the field. Neither team can hold on to it right now. It seems like neither can the refs. Fawcett under center, I formation. He'll take the snap. Hand off to Rodriguez. He'll hit the left side now. And hit a pile of Thunderbirds.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
Gain of 1 on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Sangre defense needing a stop. Perhaps a turnover. I formation for the Indians. And looks like we're going to have a false start. And that'll move the ball back 5 yards, bring up 3rd and 10.
Like we'll back it up 5. And we'll have 3rd and 10.
Sanford suiting up 12 guys to play today. Sierra Grande, not very many more. Suiting up 14. Excuse me, Sangre De Cristo suiting up 14, Sierra Grande. Fawcett under center. Take the snap now, dropping back to pass. Being flushed out of the pocket, and he's just going to toss it out of bounds. And I don't know if he tossed it out of bounds or if maybe he lost it due to being wet. Either way, it'll bring up a 4th and long. And Larson looks like he's back to punt. Reynolds back to receive. And with the way this wind is blowing, I really don't see this punt going much more than 10, maybe 15 yards. Larson, high end over end kick, and you can just see the wind stop it in dead air. And he'll get about 12 yards.
Downfield. Gonna net about 10 yards on that.
And Sangre will take the ball over at about the 38.
Around the 38-yard line. First and 10.
Maybe 37.5-yard line. First and 10 for the Thunderbirds. I formation. Byrigger under center. He'll take the snap. Pitch back. Stagner hitting the right side. And Stagner will get nowhere.
In the backfield, Mitchell Stagner gets across the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle was Dawson Fawcett.
Second and 9.
Calder Larson and was that 54 or 64? On the far side, that was 54. Clayton Peterson. Bring up second and 9. Byrigger under center, I formation. Pitch back Stagner now hitting the near side. Stagner make one miss. He's got the corner. Lowers his head. Stays in bounds. And gets about 6 yards on the carry, maybe 7. That'll bring up third and a short 2.
Third and 2.
Nose of the ball right on the 45-yard line. Single back by Rigger. Take the snap. Fumble on the play.
Ball's on the field.
And the referee's already signaling Sanford ball.
Indian football.
And the third big turnover for the Sangre offense. And it'll once again put Sanford in Sangre territory. And the Thunderbird defense needs a stop. They were able to force a punt the last possession. Fawcett under center, I formation for the Indians. He takes the snap, looking to hand off to the fullback. Now keeps it himself and will pull out for about 7 yards on the play.
Gain on the play of about 5, possibly 6. Like 6 yards, going to be second and 4.
Referee calling it a 6-yard carry. Second and 4. Ball on the 43-yard line. Fawcett under center, I formation. Rodriguez in the backfield. Handoff to the up back. That's number 6, Miles Calden. And he gets a gain of about 10 on the play.
It'll be first down.
And that'll be a first down. Gain of 9.
Ball will be on the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line. Calden with a touchdown earlier in the game. And it looks like Sanford now moving the ball pretty effectively. Pitch, now back Rodriguez. Rodriguez hits the corner, makes one miss, 2, and he's got enough for a first down and then some.
Side, going to be a first down.
And that was a gain of 13 on the play.
Gain of about 13 yards. Going to bring up first and 10.
First and 10.
At about the 21-yard line.
From the 21-yard line, we'll call it. Sanford looking to go up by 10 points. Make this a 2-possession ball game. Rodriguez and Calden in the backfield. Fawcett under the center. He'll take the quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Quarterback keeper.
And take it down to about the 15.
About 6 yards. Second and 4.
Second and 4. 5.5 left in the third quarter. The rain has gone away, but the wind is still here. Fawcett under center, I formation for the Indians. Takes the snap. Now hands up off the middle to Calden, and Calden will get nowhere.
Up the middle. Good stop.
Gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Corey Cooley.
Referee's going to say he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Third and 3. Fawcett rolling out to the left and will be brought down by Jacob Mortensen.
Jacob Mortensen, number 4 for the Thunderbirds, and on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Short loss on the play.
They're going to say lost about
down.
1, and that'll bring up fourth down.
4.
Maybe give it 4 yards to go. And it looks like they're going to send the offense back in. No sense in kicking a field goal or anything right here. Fawcett under center. Drops back to pass. Has a receiver wide open, and he's going to be brought down by the Sangre defense.
Number 4 and number 54 in the backfield.
Good job. Number 4, Jacob Mortensen. And 64, Kyle Friel. Back there. Good job defense. That'll be 1st and 10, Sangre ball. Twins to the right side. Byrigger in shotgun. He takes the snap, drops back. Looking for the screen. Has Stagner with a completion, and he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1.
Back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a short gain. Gain of a yard.
That'll bring up 2nd and 9. Byrigger in the backfield, I formation for the Thunderbirds. Byrigger going to hand off up the middle. And Mortensen going to keep it for a gain of maybe 2.
4, Jacob Mortensen. Going to get a gain of about 2. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7 for the Thunderbirds. Sangre needs to get the ball to about the 27-yard line for a 1st down. Byrigger drops back. Looking for Stagner on the screen pass. No good, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Ball on the 21-yard line. Sangre hasn't been able to get anything going this first part of the 3rd quarter. And the punt will be fielded at the 50-yard line by Rodriguez. Rodriguez makes one miss, two. He's got the far side and will go out of bounds. Looks like at about the 35-yard line. And that's where the Sanford offense will start. 2:13 left in the third quarter. Cold wind, cold weather today. And it's definitely played a factor in both of these teams and how they're moving the ball. Fawcett under center, I formation. Takes the snap now, hands off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez will hit the middle of the pile and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. Loss of about a foot on the play. And that'll bring up second and a long 10. Minute 45 left in the third quarter. Fawcett under center, I formation again. And he'll take the snap, fake the handoff up the middle, and Fawcett will keep it.
Quarterback keeper up the middle.
For about 3 yards on the carry.
Going to gain about 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Third and a long 7, short 8. Neither team able to get anything going. Shotgun formation, single back. Fawcett taking the snap, running to the right side, and he's going to get maybe 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. 4th and 5.
Going to bring up 4th down and 5.
And Coach Rhett Larson furious on the sideline. Not very happy the way his team is moving the ball right now. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Looks like this will be the last play before we switch sides. Fawcett drops back to pass and will throw it incomplete, intended for Larson.
Turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs for the Indians, and that'll give Sangre the ball back. At about the 30-yard line. Thunderbirds had all the momentum early in the football game. Going up 14 quick points for Sanford. Making some noise just before the end of the first half. Going up 16-14. That's where we stand right now. Byrigger under center. He's going to drop back to pass. Couple flags on the play. And Byrigger is going to lose maybe 2 yards, possibly 3. Crowther in on the tackle. Give him credit for the sack. And we'll see what the flag is.
Holding against the Thunderbirds.
And we're going to have a holding on the Thunderbirds. And let's see where they're going to put this ball at. So with no time left in the third quarter, It's a 14-6 ball game. Sanford ahead of Sangre De Cristo. I'd like to take a quick second to thank our sponsors. San Luis Valley Federal Bank. Do all your banking in the San Luis Valley with San Luis Valley Federal Bank. San Luis Valley now has 4G wireless service thanks to Viera Wireless. Go in and check out one of their mini smartphones and walk away with free Wi-Fi service on your phone. That's right. You can set up a hotspot on your cell phone for Wi-Fi service. ColoradoPreps.tv. And would also like to let you know that this game is being broadcast by Adams State University Grizzly Video Productions. Stagner taking the snap under center. And he will run forward for about 5 yards on the play. That was Byrigger on the play, not Stagner. And gain of 8 on the play. 2nd and 14. Bad weather making its appearance known. Definitely playing a big factor in how these teams have been moving the ball the second half. Byrigger in the pistol formation. He'll take the snap, looking to run the option, and he's just going to barrel forward for maybe another 2 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and a long 13.
Possibly 3. Going to bring up 3rd down and 12.
Sangre trailing by 2. Desperately needing to put the ball into the end zone on this possession. Empty possessions at this late in the ball game are definitely out of the question. Byrigger take the snap, dropping back, now being flushed out of the pocket. Going to put the ball down and run, and he will get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Keeps the ball, gets up the left side, gets up to the original line of scrimmage. Going to be 4th down and 10.
And that'll bring down 4th and 10. Troy Fritz will do the punting duties. And Rodriguez will be back to receive. Fritz takes the snap. Low end over end punt. And it'll get about a 10-yard gain. 1 yard net punt for the Thunderbirds. And Sanford will be getting the ball at the 40-yard line. 9:57 left in the ball game. This cold front moved in awful fast. We started this broadcast, it was somewhat sunny, little warm, perfect day for football, and now look at it. Crowther taking the handoff, going up the left side, and he'll carry it for about 8 yards. Makes it 2nd and 2.
About 7, going to bring up 2nd and 3. We'll call it 2nd and 2, gain of about 8.
Fawcett under center, I formation for the Indians. Crowther taking the handoff and barrels forward for a 1st down.
And play up the middle, gets 1st down territory.
Mark the spot at about the 29-yard line. Got a feel for these boys right now. Freezing outside. Wet, cold, windy. Fawcett in shotgun. Takes the snap. Runs to the right side. Makes one miss. Jukes back up the field and will be brought down after a gain of about 4.
Pretty good tackle there. Looks like number 22, Tyler Reynolds, getting in on that stop.
Reynolds in on the tackle.
Gain on the play for the Indians. Gain of about 4. Bring up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. 8.5 left.
We need lights out around the field,
on
please.
the clock.
Turn your lights out. We need the blue car on the north end of the field. Please turn your lights out.
Some unruly fans with their lights on in the cars. Stopping the game. Fawcett in the shotgun, taking the snap, and just running forward. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6. Okay, we'll say 3rd and 5. Four down territory right here. Fawcett under center, I formation. Handoff Larson. Larson going to hit the left side hard. Push forward. And with a little extra effort,
Hand off to number 13, Colin Larson.
Will get about 4 yards on the carry.
Going to bring out 4th down. Looks like he gained 1. Going to be 4th and 2.
Well, after all that running, it'll be 4th and 2. Fawcett under center. And
good penetration there at the line.
He's just going to hand off up the middle.
Tackle made by 23, Mitchell Stagner.
Calden on the carry. And good penetration by the Sangre defense. They're going to force a turnover on downs. It'll be Sangre ball. And before we go jump into conclusions, let's see if they get with the official measurement. From here, it looked like it would be Sangre ball. And just that.
Will be Sangre Cristo ball.
Thunderbird football. At about the 19-yard line. Byrigger brings his team up in that little single wing formation, takes a direct snap, now runs right up the middle, makes one miss, runs over 2 more, and barrels down to about the 32-yard line. Gain of about 11. Call it 12 on the play. And fans all over this stand. No fans in the stands. Well, maybe 2 on the other side. Too cold, too windy, too rainy. Byrigger under center, I formation. Handoff Stagner, far side. He'll cut back and hit that hole and get about 4 yards on the carry. And it'll be 2nd and 6. No score yet here in the second half. Soon as this cold weather came in, it pretty much halted everything. Byrigger under center, T formation. Drop back Byrigger. Now he's going to take the run and push forward for about 2 yards, maybe 3 on the play.
Gain of about 2, possibly 20.
And he's
and 1.
slow to get up, holding that right arm. Doesn't even look like he can move his right arm. And that'll make it 3rd and 1 for the Thunderbirds. Ball on the 39-yard line. Ball's on the 40. And you need to get to about the 41 for a first. T formation for the Thunderbirds. Byrigger under center. Stagner Mortensen in the backfield. Handoff Mortensen. Ball's on the ground. Fumble. And recovered by Sanford. And when you're the Sangre De Cristo Thunderbirds, you can't turn the ball over 4 times and expect to be in it like you are. And this right here, if Sanford can put the ball into the end zone, this right here could shut the door on any kind of Sangre comeback with a costly turnover late in the ball game. Just under 5 minutes left to go in the 4th. And Sanford starting every possession in the second half on their side of the field. Handoff Rodriguez. He's going to spin around 1 and not get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of about a half a foot on the play.
Bring up 2nd and 10. A reminder, please turn all headlights off around the stadium. All headlights need to be off.
Second and a very, very long 10, we'll call it. Fawcett under center, I formation. Rodriguez a tailback. Handoff up the middle to Calden.
Handoff up the middle.
And he'll go about 3 yards before he's taken down by a couple Sangre defenders. Mortensen in on the tackle. Also Kyle Friel, the big 6.5-foot freshman.
Bring up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 for the Indians. Sangre hold him to a punt here. Count that for a win. At least to get the ball back without putting any points on the board. Fawcett drops back. Ball's going to almost be picked off.
Nearly picked off. Good defensive play by number 2, Corey Cooley.
Good job, Corey Cooley, knocking the pass away.
Number 12.
And had it not been so windy and rainy out here and that ball so wet, that could have been a pickoff.
4th down.
4th and 8 to go. Larson back to punt. And let's see if Sangre sends any pressure. Not much. High end over end kick. And the wind's going to carry it into the end zone for a touchback. 3:20 left in the ball game. Sangre trailing by 2. And if you're Coach Anderson right now,
4th quarter.
you got to be coming up with a flawless game plan to put your team into the end zone for a win. This weather, I really wouldn't. I don't think a field goal will do anything in this weather. And a touchdown will win it. Byrigger in the pistol formation. Sangre in this little single wing set. Byrigger will take the direct snap and take it up to about the 24-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and a long 6. Timeout on the field. Coach Anderson
Timeout on the field by the Thunderbirds.
going to go out and talk to his boys, see if They come up with a game plan to punch this ball in the end zone. While they're on timeout, let's look at the calendar and see where we will be at next. Tuesday, October 16th in Alamosa. Alamosa Lady Mean Moose taking on the Sargent Lady Farmers in volleyball. Game scheduled to take place at about 6 o'clock p.m. Then go to Saturday, October 20th. Football down in La Jara, Centauri taking on Dolores. Kickoff is scheduled for 1 o'clock p.m. That game was moved from Friday, October 19th to Saturday, October 20th.
About 2. Going to bring up third down and a long 2.
Then we got volleyball, Monte Vista.
Down, short 2.
That'll be Tuesday, October 23rd. Game scheduled to take place at about 6 o'clock p.m. And then ringing up the fall sports season, football at center, October 26th. Del Norte taking on the Vikings. Kickoff at 7 o'clock p.m.
And off to number 23.
As Stagner
Down for the Thunderbirds.
gets a first down for the Thunderbirds. And Sangre right now in desperate need of a touchdown. 2:08 left and counting in this ball game. Byrigger under center, I formation for the Thunderbirds. And Byrigger will take the snap and roll out. And can't get
Downfield incomplete. Intended for Troy Fritz.
Troy Fritz on the rollout. Nice little bootleg. Just a wet ball. Wet ball with those wide receiver gloves that they wear. If they get anything on that wet, you can't catch anything. It's like trying to hold on to a slimy, slippery fish. Byrigger taking the direct snap, now handing off to Stagner. Stagner hitting the left side, and he's going to get up to maybe the 39-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play, and that'll be 3rd down and 8. This whole field right now for the Thunderbirds is 4-down territory. Single wing formation for the Thunderbirds. Byrigger in the pistol formation. Take the direct snap, now running to the right side. And he's going to pass the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. Gain of about 3 maybe. Short 3. And we'll say 2. 4th down and a long 3 to go. Sangre will take on Sierra Grande next week. Both teams 1-2 in the league. Byrigger will take the snap, run it forward, and get to the 45-yard line. That'll be a turnover on downs. And with 45 seconds left, I think that's about all she wrote for the Thunderbirds. Coach Anderson has 1 timeout left, I believe. And looks like Fawcett will just take the snap and take a knee. Coach Anderson can't do anything to stop the clock. So this game will end with Sanford defeating Sangre De Cristo 16-14. Sangre jumping up on Sanford early on in the game, taking a 14-0 lead. And in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half, Sanford scoring 16 unanswered points, and that's where it's been ever since. Final here at Sangre. Sanford 16, Sangre 14. Take a look at the scoring summary real quick. In the first quarter, it started off Sangre, 2:21 left in the first. 50-yard run by Mitch Stagner. Extra point was no good. That put the score at 6-0 Sangre. Back in the second with 11:57 left in the second quarter was a 1-yard run by Byrigger. Extra point was good. The 2-point conversion made the score 14-0 Sangre De Cristo, and it looked like the Thunderbirds were going to run away with this game. And then 2.5 minutes left in the first half was a 50-yard run by Fawcett that got the Indians on the board. Extra point was good. And then with 55 seconds left in the first half, it was a 45-yard pass from Fawcett to Calden. Extra point was good, making the score 16-14. Second half came along and the weather moved in and definitely played a huge part in the game, as neither team was able to move the ball against the wind and each other's defenses. And no team would score, and that would leave the final here in Sangre De Cristo with Sanford defeating the Thunderbirds. Final score 16-14. Sangre will go to 3-4 overall, 1-3 in the SPL. Sanford now moved into next week's game against Sargent. If Sargent loses to Antonino tonight, the game next week will determine who wins the SPL outright. If Sargent wins tonight against Antonino, then next week's game, if Sanford can beat Sargent, could possibly force a one-game playoff, or I don't know how they're going to do this, but each team could end the season with a 4-1 record in the league. So Sangre will take on next week Sierra Grande here in Moscow. Sierra Grande 3-3, 1-2 in the league. So still anybody's division. Sanford will go take on Sargent. And like I said, right now, this has implications of being a huge league match, possibly even for the league title. So stay tuned for that. And check out all the stats on coloradopreps.com. Would like to go one more time and check out the calendar before we leave. Tuesday, October 16th, we will be in Alamosa for volleyball. Sargent taking on Alamosa Moose. That game is scheduled to take place at about 6 o'clock. Saturday, October 20th, football down in Lahari. Centauri taking on Dolores with kickoff at 1 o'clock. Tuesday, October 23rd, volleyball in Monte Vista. Lady Mean Moose taking on the Lady Pirates in a key IML League game. And Friday, October 26th, 7 o'clock, in center, Del Norte taking on the Vikings. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again, San Luis Valley Federal Bank, Viera Wireless, Colorado Preps TV, and Adams State Grizzly Video. Thanks for joining us. Look forward to broadcasting you next time. Have a wonderful day.